I'm like, all I could do was laugh. I was like, all I could do is, when I said all I could do was laugh, all I did was laugh. Because I was like, once again, why do people feel like my self-esteem, my love for myself is that low that I gotta go to that extreme? I'm not even gay. I said they don't even gotta worry about me. I guess the spell is broken because she's free to do whatever the fuck she want to do. If she want to go back to him, that's her business. After that, that has nothing to do with me. He was like, I just wanted to make sure because he keeps calling me and wanting to get readings from me and all this other stuff. I was like, look, like I said, do what you gotta do. If you gotta keep taking that man's money, go ahead and take that man's money. But after, I'm not dealing with that situation, that family, or anything like that. No more. I'm good with that. So then Keisha, the one that works at my job, she ends up not. They end up seizing her taxes. They end up taking her taxes. They saying, I guess either she has student loans or she has something where she ain't getting none of her taxes back. And so she was complaining about that, and then her baby daddy from jail keep calling, trying to get in touch with the lawyer, and so she's already in her feelings, and so now she's back to needing me again. So she ends up, now mind you, I'm caught up with everything now, just caught up with everything. So she wants to borrow money, but I'm like, I'm at this point where, like, if you borrow money from me, you have to give it back to me because at the end of the day, I still need to pay my own bills. So she ended up finding another apartment. She moves up to St. Pete or whatever like that. So then one morning she calls me. She was like, oh, because her kids still went to school in Tampa. So mind you, her daughter goes to the same school as, same middle school as my daughter. Which before I get off topic. So when she calls me, it's really early in the morning. Like, I'm still like in a half asleep days getting my kids ready or whatever. So she was like, hey, I left my water at home and I just got a flat tire or something. Could you cash at me $100 and I'll cash app it to you back once I get to the house. Mind you, I'm not thinking of it, nothing of it, because at the end of, like, I'm not thinking like, why don't you just do it from the account? Like, you have your phone, like, why you have to wait till you get home or whatever? And then she was like, but she left her wallet at home, so she got to put the money back on her card or whatever. She has just cash. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I sent her the money or whatever, not thinking nothing of it, go about my day. I realized she never sent it, so I asked her, I'm like, are you gonna send the money back? And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna send it back. So it takes her, and so I asked her the next day, I'm like, are you gonna send me my money back? She was like, oh, when I got home I had to pay something, so I didn't, so I'll pay you when we get paid the next time. I'm like, okay, but you could have just let me know that instead of me having to harass you for my money about it. So she ended up giving me my money back when she gets paid. So within that week, Tasha ends up hitting me up and saying that, okay, this is how much the Airbnb gonna cost. This is how much the yacht is gonna cost. Like, she started to do a whole itinerary of what we're gonna do, because it was gonna be like, she and Isabel was gonna leave Friday, and it was gonna be like Saturday and Sunday we was gonna have things to do, and then we was gonna leave that Saturday night. So she was gonna have the Airbnb from Friday all the way to Sunday. So I'm like, bet, okay, just tell me how much everything is, and then I'll know what money I need to put aside when it comes to June, because I was gonna pay her right then and there. So she's like, she's gonna get shirts made or whatever. So then she creates a group chat with I guess she puts everybody that's going on the Miami trip or whatever. But then she also makes a group chat with me, her, and Isabel, which I was like, why she keep including Isabel in with me and her? Like, I don't talk to Isabel like that, so why she keep making it seem like we're all just cool with each other? So then I also find out around that time my son's not going to graduate on time because he still needs some credit. So he's going to have to end up going to summer school. So I ended up texting everybody at one time. Mind you, in that same text, Jolene and Nixon's kids were still on there. But like I said, I wasn't to that point of cutting them all off. But I was, I was still like mad and in my feelings. So they were like, oh, okay. So then when Tasha ended up seeing that, so she was like, so you're not gonna have the party or whatever. I said, no, I'm not having everybody at my house, because that was a time for everybody to see my house and then meet, you know, Devon. But at this time, I'll say that what happened between me and him in a little bit. And so I already knew I wasn't going to do it. So she asked me about my daughter. And I was like, yeah, she's still going through it. She like really just not going to school. So Tasha suggested, she was like, so if you're not doing the whole party for your son, why don't you do like a birthday party for your daughter? And then like me and Isabel would bring our kids, and you know, you can just still invite everybody, just so that she won't feel like nobody like likes her, like, you know, just to let her know like she still have people that she loves or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that. At first I was like, damn, that sounds like a really good idea. Like that's kind of sweet of her to do that, not thinking of nothing like that. But then in my eye, and then I was like, I'll make it a surprise party. I'll make it a surprise birthday party, like just invite everybody, like to show her like, yeah, like we used to have people that love you.